This is an emergency broadcast alert giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, and whom we are in great depth. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who will well continue doing so, standing firm in the eyes of terror, who I learned this truth from. To the elders, the bishops, Akim and Aquab, salutations and blessings to the house of David. We are the hopeful elect of GMS. This is your brother Quasiyar with another quick, and this is more of a commentary on this video Apostle Tahar made from another brother, uh, uh, Bible Defenders, I think is his channel. Let me just make sure real quick. Can I see this? I can't see it. I can recognize the voice. I'm pretty sure it's Bible Defenders. I forget the full channel, but I know I recognize his voice. Period. And so, what that's saying is that they're talking about that Abba Bivens made a book, right? And it says a lost race. You know what? Let me go get the book. Because I bought the book. Hold on, give me a second. So I can't find the book. I don't know where I put the book. I know I have the book somewhere, but I gotta get ready for camp. So I don't want to spend the next 2 hours looking for a book. I'll get it eventually. The thing about the book is that I never mentioned it to no one. I bought it, and the only one I did mention it to was Bishop Salakia, Bishop Sakaran from New York Camp, right? And he was like, "Oh yeah, it's a good book. It's a good book." And I never mentioned it to nobody, but I read the book, and I'm like, this doesn't sound like somebody who has the spirit decides to write a book. So at the time, I believe Bishop Sakaran threw a hook to see where I would go with it. I never talked about the book because the book sounds like, what they did was they talk about his personal life, like his earthly life as a man, not as a spiritual man. And so we have to, as spiritual men, give up the old man. And this devil, so-called white man, he always brings out the dirt that we had to go through, that he put us through, right? Because it's just, we're in his kingdom, and he don't want us to return back to our own kingdom. So he wants to push the dirt all the time, how we are not, so righteous because of what he has done, right? So what we do, or should I say, what we had done and what we're doing is getting rid of the old man. That's what the scripture says, right? But he don't want you to get rid of that old man. He wants you to keep doing the BS that he taught you. This is Ephesians 4, verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversations the old man, which is corrupt and corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. This is Yahweh, the comforter, all right? The spirit of your mind, the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. Esau don't want that. Esau wants you in the dirt, selling drugs, calling your women whores, shooting each other. He wants you to do, man. This is why I'm not going to say it because they already talked about it. I'm going to play a little bit of the video because I said enough. All right.
So what are we teaching? Back to the battle again. What are we teaching? We're teaching that Negroes, Western Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Mexicans, India, in America are the Israelites, are the real Jews. Now I'm going to ask you, what are you Negroes in America teaching? We're teaching that the Negroes in this country are the real And where did you other black people that's teaching knowledge in America, where in the hell did you get your knowledge from, man? Because this Bible is the records of...
This is formerly High Priest Lahab. He used to always wear the white Michi, white top. That was a gi, by the way. We used to get gis, put fringes on it. And then he started wearing black and white, and he started changing. Then he went all black. So this is when he was in his right spirit. When he went all black, which he is now, he goes all black.
All mankind. The scripture says they speak not according to this book, and according to the testimonies, and according to the law, there's no truth in them. In other words, what are we saying? You so-called Negroes in New York, your history is found in the Bible. Well, let me ask you a question. You've been asking us, what should we do? I'm going to ask you one question before I give you the answer. Where is the devil at on the planet Earth? Can anybody tell me? Is he he's right here? Well, could you point some of them out for me, please? The white man? Oh, you said the white man. Let me go to this section over here. In this section over here, could you tell us where the devil is in America, please? Oh, you said the white man. Let me go to this section over here. In this section over here, could you tell us where the devil is in America, please? Where you at? Yeah, I want you to hear you all say it together. Where you at? Right behind us. Oh, right behind us, okay. So why you young black dudes getting tripped up in the game the white man is running on you every day? We're going to cotton looking at the white man. Looking up to the white man as though he's somebody. When the white man has destroyed the earth, the water, the food, then they got a nerve to have Earth Day. Can anybody give me the remedy to the problem of Earth Day? Let's deal with that. Destroy you. The way you get rid of Earth Day is destroy the so-called white man industry and economic system that's poisoning the damn place, okay? That's how you get rid of Earth Day, okay?
This is what the Holy Bible says the remedy is for Earth Day. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and should destroy them which destroyed the earth.
And where they at? Point the finger at the white man that destroyed this earth.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashim.
That's Inspector Hakar.
Yahweh Shai Bahashim Ruach HaKodesh, and double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone.
Anyway, that book it has to be a fraud. They never taught that Gentiles can make it, because I came in the early 80s. So he said that we changed it. That prior to 1995, Gentiles can make it. No. The Gentiles that can make it are Israelites. This is why the elder threw up that video from 1990 of was formerly High Priest Lahab, saying that, telling you just like it is, and that was back in 1990. You saw the date.
Honors as well to you elders, you brethren.
We did our job, sir. One West is compromised. But then your wife, hey, you left your people for dead. You ain't feeding your sheep. The people that left Sakari and followed you, along with Hassad, y'all ain't teach them nothing. Y'all said we're gonna recess everything. This was 3 months ago, and y'all ain't did a video since. I can bring up your page.
You fellow believers of this truth, shalom to you sisters, sincere brethren and sisters that support the truth. Shalom to the elect. So I took the time to go look at this book, right? From what I saw in the history, I wasn't in One West. I've never seen them teach the natural Gentiles can make it, but this is what I found.
That's a fact, and I came in the 80s. So all this nonsense, they didn't teach that back in prior to 1995. You're teaching something different. No, that's bullshit. I was there.
But it's because I just want to jump into that real quick. it says we find that Romans 10:9, Paul speaking to the natural Gentiles when he said, "If thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Joshua." So what I did is I went to Amazon. It did say that, but I went to Amazon, found out a couple things. This book technically, well, let me go to Google first. The book Marks of the Lost Race was written in the 1940s, but was rediscovered by the public around October 2023. The book, originally written by Abba Bivens, was only recently brought into public's attention when it was published online as a scanned PDF in 2003. So now everything that we know about this man, Esau, all of a sudden, when we're going hard on Christians and Esau and his system, now all of a sudden, this unpublished book, after all these years from the 1940s, resurfaced. Yeah, this sounds like what the Bible Destruction Group has done. There's no way we can hold any of this credible. There's no way. I mean, come on, 1940s? I mean, what are we talking about, 70 years or so ago? I mean, damn. This is a long time for this book to all of a sudden be hidden, and then they rediscovered, as I did further research, they found it in some college. Yeah, here we go, Northwestern University.
We believe the book is total bullshit.
University library. And now it comes out? Yeah, that's crazy. Let's go to Amazon and see what it says. For the better part of 40 years, the identity and legacy of Eber Benjamin Abba Bivens has been shrouded in mystery, largely by design. When people in the Hebrew Israelite community speak the name Abba Bivens, it is universally in the context of mystery man who established the ISBK. But what did Abba Bivens believe? What did he originally teach? A few years ago, it was discovered that Abba Bivens had written a book called Marks of the Lost Race in the 1940s, which, for the reasons still questionable, had been buried and forgotten. It appeared that the book itself was never mass duplicated, thus possessing no ISBN, and the only known copy with the original property of Israel Tanakh School stamp on the back cover.
Who's making money off of this book, man? Is it Vocab? Because he was the one that introduced it.
Nobody else seen this book? Surely others had.
The three, Marshall, Ari, Yakwa, would have spoken about this book. They never spoke about this book.
To see this book. I don't know. I wasn't back in that school. The elder apostles, ISBK, Bishop Nathaniel, they may have seen this book.
Yeah, and so I found the book. The book is, he said in the back of the book, and it does say in the back of the book, let me turn on the light here. Eber Benjamin Abba Bivens, born Edward Meredith Bivens, circa 1960s, leader of the Israeli Tanakh School, whose students would go on to establish the ISUPK. He taught that in order to be part of this school, you must have a gift and must control the mind so that lust will not consume our bodies. That's not what ISUPK is doing. But nevertheless, why is it that it's only ISUPK when Abba Bivens was involved with other men who represent him today a whole lot better?
But I've never heard of this
We
book.
never seen the book. We never heard the book. They never spoke about the book.
Right? Somehow found his way to the student library at Northwestern University. Did somebody say a plant? That's insane. And somehow these guys of the Genesis, after recreating the new doctrine and waking up to the fact that Gentiles can be saved, non-Israelite
And Yahushua is not his real name. We don't know his real name, just like Tazadakia.
nations, the book surfaces. Was this planned? I mean, it's been so-called surfaced after 2 years. I mean, yeah. I mean, a few years ago. And somehow these guys was led on to the book. Who told them about this book? And how did they find out about it? None of us knew about this book. Yeah, it's some conspiracy going on. And then all of a sudden, it's so free that you could just pull it up on PDF. Esau is so smart in a sense, but so dumb, right?
But that's the case. That's his MO. Like I said, like I mentioned in the beginning, he wants you to stay. Well, he don't want you. He needs you. He wants. Well, he what's the right word? He's doing everything that he can in his power to keep you below him because he knows that his kingdom is about to end. So he's doing all he can. But it doesn't matter because the Lord written it. I mean, he mentions it in Daniel that will the apostles will come back. Should I say you will come back to prophesy in your lot. So there's nothing Esau Edom can do but listen to his end.
Here you can buy it for $12. But somehow, maybe because it was back then, I don't know. But somehow you can just freely read it on the PDF. And it'll tell you everything you need to know. Maybe somebody will read it and get and learn it and then find out that that wasn't all the way the truth. I mean, we know John 16 says, 13 or something like that says, I have yet many things to say to you now, but you can't bear them. Howbeit the Spirit of truth, the Spirit will guide you into all truth. So it's well known that there's certain things that you may have learned, and this may have been the catalyst, if this is true. This may have been a catalyst for us to carry on to doctrine and a further awakening. Because when you wake up, you're stumbling. You're not fully there. Anyway, I've never heard of this book. I've never heard of it being taught like that. I don't believe Abba Bivens wrote a book like that, you know. And if he did, somehow everything is popped up. How convenient that it just popped up all of a sudden.
And the way I see it, there might have been some things that Abba Bivens, respectfully, I'm saying this, that Abba Bivens had said and maybe put together, and some devil ran with it and, put up some other stuff because there's some sketchy shit in this book. Okay? I mean, there's a lot of good points, but the very beginning, the intro, where is it? Acknowledgments? No, that's not it. Yeah, that's it. Acknowledgments, right? It states that this book was put together by, let me see, I'm not gonna even mention names. Hold on a second. Well, maybe I should. I would like to so this is the acknowledgement. I would like to give honor and thanks to the elders that came before me, both passed on and alive, who dug up who dug up the earth and laid the foundation of the path that this generation walks upon today. Prophets F.S. Sherry, uh, Elder William Crowdy, Rabbi Arnold J. Ford, Leonard. Look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's like 30 people named. No, just 25. It's about 30. It's about 30 people named in this book. But for some reason, they want to put out Baba Bibin's name out there in the out front, right? If you're not careful, all these people had to say so in this book. This is not just Abba Bibin speaking. He, man, you have to, man, Esau, you devil.
That's weird. Ezekiel 22 and 25. There is a conspiracy of our prophets in our midst, like a roaring lion tearing the prey. They have devoured lives. They have taken treasure and precious things. They have made many widows in the midst of her. Like, they're just like Esau, right? You can almost call these men Edomites, right? They're Israelites, but they're united with Esau, meaning they do and promote what Esau pushes. So if Esau finds this book and say, yeah, push this book, we got to try to cover this truth back up. You see what I'm saying? Because they know the truth is out, so what they're trying to do is corrupt it. So people who see the truth will say, well, if that was the case, what am I in this thing for anyway? I came in it to get at Esau. Now Esau can be saved. I don't want to do this no more. You know what I'm saying? This man claims that he's not a part of one with him and Brother Assad, who's also formerly One West. Let me say that. They're still teaching a branch of the One West to some degree. They're teaching your Hebrew Israelites, right? They're teaching the Lord's name. They're teaching some salvation. So they just twisted it, right? And this is what the scripture said. Micah 3 and 11, right? Maybe I'll read another translation. Your rulers make decisions based on bribes, right? What is a bribe? We should all know what a bribe is. Basically, it says here, things stolen, a gift properly bit, a vagrant beggar. Okay, so it's got different definitions. A bribe, to steal, to take dishonestly, practice extortion, go begging. It's clear that these guys, they're young, and what they do is they go at them differently than they would have 20 years ago or 30 years ago.
And the proof is in the pudding, as they say. How much dirt has come out against these false prophets that talk against the true prophets, that go against Yahweh, man, because that's what they're doing. They're going against Yahweh Bashin Yahushai. All right, these men who sacrifice their lives in sincerity, all right, in the highways and byways, all right, for the truth, right. But these people are with Esau. They in cahoots with Esau Edom, man. You can't say, it's this. See, what happens is that the ones who believe in these demons, they're blind. And so they need a blind leader.
Each generation, they study the psyche of Jake and what they like. And now you have a time now there's more amenities, there's more gifts. As Ecclesiastes 7 said, gift destroyeth the heart. There's more things that you can get, right? So they probably said, take a look into your bank account. And they saw an extra 100K sitting in there. If you push this thing on through.
Yeah, bottom line is them guys definitely sold out. That's why you don't see them no more. That's why Assad said we gonna reassess this thing and we'll get back with you. Let's see if they got back with anybody. I could be wrong. So watch the rest of this. Okay, where are they? Let's open this up. I don't know if they took it down or did I pass it? Just bear with me. Almost.
So he can't find the channel because he was subscribed to listen to the rhetoric, right? Because you need to listen to what the enemy is saying, of course. Anyway, nevertheless, the point was made, and I'll link the link for the description. I'll put the link in the description box for the Elder Apostle Tahar, the beloved Elder Apostle Tahar, and the description box so you can be further edified if you don't have his channel. Shalom.